for my focaccia, I have decided to get some of my fresh rosemary that I have been growing indoors over the winter. I got this plant about a year ago, and I feel blessed to have access to fresh herbs. Right now, I'm going to strip the leaves off of my rosemary and then finely chop it up so it is easy to sprinkle and evenly distribute on top of my focaccia dough when I get to that point. Next, I'm going to chop up some purple onion into thin slices. I think it is a beautiful color and flavor. With focaccia, you can really have fun with the toppings, and I like to treat it almost like a pizza. I also decided to add some sun-dried tomatoes and some black olives, but I'm going to keep the sun-dried tomatoes just on half of my focaccia. After I oil up my baking sheet pan, I'm going to just plop the dough out, and then I'm going to start spreading it with my fingers. I didn't really need the dough because as you are spreading the dough with your fingers, that will help knead it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add my toppings. I'm also going to use my favorite Trader Joe's garlic salt shaker. Garlic salt grinder. I absolutely love their spices. It's only $2.99 and they have such a good variety. After I finish up with the garlic salt, I'm going to come in with some black pepper and hit it up really good. I just think it lends a nice flavor. Now I'm going to come in with my olives here, being careful to evenly distribute them, and I'll finish up with my onions and my sun-dried tomato. So I let this focaccia proof for about 2 hours after I put my toppings on. You can let it proof first and then put your toppings on before you bake, if that's your preference. It really, it's just up to you. This is the way that I do it. I just think it's easier to get it all on there. The dough is still going to rise. You're still going to get good air bubbles when you cut open that dough. And finally, I decided to top it off with some grated Parmesan cheese that I picked up again at Trader Joe's. As I said, this is really, really fun to just treat it like a pizza. You can even get some marinara sauce if you want to dip it in after you bake it. So my focaccia has finished proofing. I have my oven at 400 degrees with a baking stone that has been preheated for at least 30 minutes. That baking stone is going to instantly give it the heat that it needs to rise quickly. This is what we call oven spring. It's when the yeast start to rapidly release carbon dioxide due to the heat. Look at how easily that focaccia is coming out of the pan. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it in half and then cut it into strips. I did end up eating a whole strip by myself, but I skipped lunch and I'm pretty hungry right now. And I exercised this morning, so I don't really feel guilty about that. I'm going to give you all a nice interior shot here. Just look at how beautiful and spongy that is. It also has a nice crispy exterior. You can just see how easily it is falling apart, and I'm definitely overly enjoying this bread right now too much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night.